Okay, Agim. What can I say about Agim? He's not just a board member. One of the hardest working people that I know. He has a travel agency. I remember when he started it back in the late 80s, early 90s. He was in an apartment building on University Avenue in the Fordham Road section. And little by little, he grew this into a major business. And now he's one of the premier travel tour people, certainly for Albanians, but for a lot of other people as well. But Agim, I know him personally, not just his family personally, because I've gone to Kosovo many times and met with his father, Arif. He brought his father here many times, and we had dinner. Arif is special, and you're going to hear it. One of the problems we have is that with all the things Arif has done, he has not been recognized as a righteous among nations. Why? Because there's nobody alive. And we're lobbying now Israel, because don't forget, Yad Vashem is part of Israel, to make an exception for the Albanian people, because for 45 years, the communists didn't allow any communication. And yet now we're finding these great heroic stories. So we're going to work on that, okay? Now, come on up here, Agim. Thank you for all you're doing, and we love you, okay? Thank you.
First, I really have to thank Joe and Shirley for their great work on behalf of the human rights of Albanian people in Kosovo and everywhere in Albanian lands. They are Albanian heroes. And putting together this wonderful night tonight is not easy, and thank you for that. Thank you, Ron, for your help and support. There are many other people to thank, but I will continue. I don't want to take too much of the time. There are many things that will be repeated tonight, but some great things are really worth repeating. The story that we are telling tonight is very powerful. A small nation itself in trouble. In the time when Jewish people were persecuted and they were to be exterminated, they stood up. They stood up and said, no, we are not giving up our Jewish friends. We are not giving up our Jewish neighbors. No, we are not giving up our Jewish guests who are coming from other countries. We are going to save them because they are human beings. They had no fault of being persecuted, and they deserve to live and continue their lives properly as human beings should continue. In this, there were many Albanians involved. Unfortunately, many of them, we don't know their names. This is a major project. It's not one person or two or whatever. I will, of course, talk about my father, and I am very, very proud that my father was one of the Albanians who helped Jewish people survive during the Holocaust. My whole family is very proud of my father. I want just you to see to meet my family. Please stand up. That's my wife, Sadete. I won't mention other names, all of them. They are proud of my father, as all Albanians are for all other Albanians who did this great job. My father, Arif, was one of the few educated Albanians, and then he was the executive secretary in the municipality of Deçan. His friend, Lekar Riznić's great-grandfather, Arslan Riznić. Leka is here. He's going to talk to you. Where is he? Yes. And he's going to tell his story. But his great-grandfather approached my father and asked him to issue false documentations for the Jewish families. And when he saw their pictures, and he did it knowing that these people, and he said to us many times, when I looked at these pictures, I see those good families, those innocent people, and I couldn't understand why they were being killed. Why would they be killed? Why would anyone want to kill these people? My father never asked for any recognition during the time that he spoke so many times about these events. and he wrote that also in his memoirs. He never sought anything. If he did, we would probably, while he was alive, would have found the way to recognize him officially. But he was recognized last year in a resolution in the United States of Congress, and that's great for us, for our family. It's our proud. Thanks to Joe, Shirley, of course, last year. Now, the main, you heard that this, the whole story about saving Jews has really to do with Albanian tradition. Albanian tradition and code of honor, BESA. You've heard, probably you're going to read a lot about it. Albanian people had the code of honor where it says that guests and even neighbors and whoever is in trouble and need your help, you have to help them, save them, even if you have to give your life. Otherwise, you will have no honor and no standing within the Albanian community. That was the main reason why the Albanians did and helped Jewish people. But there was another reason as well, and it has to do also with my father. Albanian people, since 1913, the Albanian land has been divided by the great powers, influenced by Russia, Kosovo, and so many other lands of Albania. They were given to Serbia and to Yugoslavia. Albanians faced 100 years of persecution and extermination, expulsion, and all kinds of human rights abuses. And they understood the plight of Jewish people because they were facing it themselves. So, my father was unfortunate because his father, my grandfather, Musa Alickaj, was also killed just for being an Albanian. He was a shepherd. He never fought. He was not a fighter. He was coming home from the mountains. The Yugoslav army killed him in cold blood without any good reason. But that made my father stronger. It prepared him for a very difficult life to come, but honorable life. I will just say this. Unfortunately, in Yugoslavia, we still, not only in Yugoslavia, but all over the world, we have injustices done to other people. In Yugoslavia, we still have in power a leadership which does not respect the human rights. While Kosovo, the Republic of Kosovo, is independent and is respecting the human rights of Serbian people, the Serbs in Kosovo even have privileges, not only the rights. On the other hand, Albanians in Serbia, they are discriminated, they have not basic human rights. And the Serbia, instead of apologizing for what Serbia did for the last 30 years in the Balkans, they are continuing with the same story. We are sending a message to them also tonight. And we are sending the message to the whole world. We are sending the message of friendship, of help, of respect for others' religion, respect for others' ethnicity. That will keep this world going. That's the best that humankind can do. And we are sending to everybody that message. And thank you again, John Scherfer, for everything. Thank you for tonight.